welcome back to another vlog. I'm Jennifer. It is Wednesday, 10:39 a.m. and I have major draggies this morning. I can't tell, I don't know if it's my mood. I feel like I'm kind of getting burnt out with my teaching. So I'm gonna turn the day around and it's gonna be a good day. I do teach today, but anyway, I'm gonna have some coffee and I put on the tape library. It's The True Horror of the Bridgeport Poltergeist, Lindley Street. I don't think I've heard of this one. It's an hour long. So I'm just gonna sit here, drink my coffee, relax, watch this. Hopefully it's a good one. And hopefully my mood will perk up. I feel kind of overwhelmed, like with my teaching. The house is a mess. I need to clean up. You can see my blanket here. Jasper threw up on the bed again yesterday. So it's like soaking in the stain remover, so I need to put that in the wash. There are boxes that need to be open, like packages, and it's nothing fun, like books or anything. It's like cat food. I would like a day to do nothing. That would be good. Or maybe not even do nothing, just do what I want to do, like read a book or do some cleaning. Teaching drains me, like, because you have to be like, I feel like I'm acting, and it's just very draining. But enough complaining. Like I said, it's gonna be a good day. This vlog, I think I'm just gonna make it a day in the life. We'll see how much I can actually get filmed, but I'm just gonna take you guys along with me today. It's just a normal work day. I need to do some cleaning. I need to obviously get ready for the day. And I teach, I think, until like, I don't start teaching till 1:45. That's when my first class is booked, but I've got classes starting at 12. So we'll see. But then I teach till basically 7:05 tonight. My armpits are itching. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys a little bit more when I wake up. Maybe I'll do like a fun get to know me while I get ready. I don't know, we'll see. But okay, I'm gonna go now. When you see me, I'm gonna be in a better mood. All right, so it is now after 12. I'm gonna get ready now and just tell you guys some random facts about me while I get ready. I'm not sick. This is just how I look. I've had people ask me, oh my gosh, what's wrong with you? Like, I just have really dark circles. So some random facts about me. Don't I look so pretty? Oh my gosh. This is completely random, but I went to a Twilight convention. You know the movie Twilight? Yeah, I was obsessed. Team Edward. But I went to a Twilight convention and I met Peter Facinelli. Is that how you say his name? He played Carlisle, Edward's dad, and he stepped on my foot, and I was like, he was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's okay. I should have told him I'm gonna sue you for all your worth, but I didn't. I love the way coffee makes me feel, but I don't particularly like the taste of it. And after I had COVID a few years ago, that kind of ruined coffee for me. Like I gotta do something with my hair, hold on. I got to where like I couldn't drink it. Like I would have hot coffee with like cream and sugar, and I would like all the different flavors of creamer, and yeah, it ruined me. I wasn't able to drink any coffee for I don't even know how long. But now I am able to have like frappuccinos. I'll have like the Starbucks frappuccinos in the bottle. Those are okay. I tried making hot coffee again, and like I even tried making iced coffee, and I don't know, I just can't get past the flavor. And acid reflux is really bad too with if I brew my own coffee. I don't know why, but it's annoying. So I just stopped making it, and now I just buy the bottles. Me and my husband, when we were dating, we went on a cruise, the only cruise I've ever been on, to the Bahamas. And we were like leaving out of Charleston, South Carolina. And so after we got back from the Bahamas, we decided to stay in Charleston for like a couple days. We went to the old haunted jail in Charleston, which I was so excited because I had seen it on like Paranormal State, Ghost Adventures, and I really liked our tour guide. He was really cool, and I don't remember having any like bad vibes or anything, but I know a lot of bad stuff happened there. I took like all the pictures and I couldn't see anything that like showed up in the pictures, nothing ghosty. But I think it was one of the last rooms that we went into. It was actually like pitch black inside. It was like the only like dark room in the prison. And we're in there with this group of people, and I'm standing there and I've got my arms folded like this, and I felt me bump into someone, and it was dark, so I was like, my eyes weren't very well adjusted. So I turned to say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you. And then I realized there was no one there. No one that I could see. So yeah, that was interesting. And then when we got back to the hotel, we had actually been to that hotel earlier that day. We got in like that morning back from the cruise, and we just like turned the TV on and we napped because we were exhausted from the cruise, and just left the TV on the whole time. It was on for hours. Well, when we get back from the Charleston jail, and my husband, he was doing something in the bathroom, and I was on the bed watching TV, all of a sudden the TV just turned off. And I'm like, I told my husband, I'm like, the TV just turned itself off. And he was like, I told you something was gonna follow us from that jail. That was spooky. More than a couple years ago, like 4 years ago, we lived in an apartment that was haunted. We lived near where like battles took place, like literally the park for that was like right down the street. And I didn't put two and two together that it might be haunted. I was looking out for like graveyards. I don't want to live too close to a graveyard, but I wasn't thinking about battlefields. And yeah, I don't know if it was already there or if we brought something in. I feel like wherever we go, we tend to bring in like, we attract the ghosts. Weird things would happen. Like, I remember we were sitting in the bedroom and all of a sudden we hear like a big bam coming from the living room, and we're like, what the heck was that? And we run in there, and this book has like fallen off the shelf, and it was pushed back on the bookshelf. So it like had to be like pulled out, and it was thrown like a couple of feet away from the bookshelf. So it wasn't like it just like fell. It was actually the book Carrie. Yeah, and like the shower curtain would be closed when we know we left it open. Things would like move around. Like, honestly, I can't remember everything, but I remember I was telling my best friend about it. We were in the car and I was like, you know, telling her some spooky stuff that had happened in the apartment. And right then in this car, we had been in the car, it was like a hour drive there, hour drive back. This was the only time it happened. But when I'm talking about the ghost, the overhead light randomly came on, and I was like, see, I told you. My telling you guys about me just turned into me telling spooky stories. What are some other like random things about me? I love Disney World. I actually got engaged at Disney World at Epcot. That is our park. That is my place, Disney World, okay? I see other people there and I'm like, get out, this is my house. We lived near Disney World for a couple years after we first got married, and we were there all the time, so I'm very like, that is my place. Everyone else needs to leave. This is completely random and not a fun fact about me, but me and my husband, or I noticed the other day, I'm like, there's someone in my backyard. There's this lady and this little kid, and they're like picking things from a tree in our backyard. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, clearly you're up in our yard. What are you doing? So we went out there later and we found out it's like a mulberry tree. And they literally had like a bag and were like picking all the mulberries. And I saw the same family. It was like a whole bunch of them, like 5 people, grown adults, no kids, were out there again the other night. And I was like, that's just rude. So I'm like, I go out there, I'm like, can you please not hang out in my backyard anymore? And they were like, yeah. And they were like, yeah. and just kept going. And I was just like, okay, like I wasn't the one being rude, you were. Like what if I specifically planted that mulberry tree for myself and they're just stealing all the mulberries off of it? At home is getting their Halloween stuff out. At home is actually where I got the majority, I would say, of our Halloween decorations. And honestly, I want to go. I might go just to look and like take you guys with me. This will be in a different vlog, but just to see what they've got, because honestly, I do not need anything else. Our house is not very big. Our yard is not very big. So when it comes to decorations, if you've seen my Halloween vlogs, it looks like Halloween blew up in my house. So like all the extra storage space in our house, not even extra, all the storage space in our house besides our closet is for holiday decorations. Halloween and Christmas, Easter, 4th of July, but mainly Halloween and Christmas. And so I just don't think I need anything else right now. But I don't know, we'll go one day and see what they've got. Let them get a few more things out, because I feel like it's only May. But, and then I saw someone saying Michael's is gonna start getting their Halloween stuff out in like 3 weeks. Which, oh my gosh, I loved their stuff last year. I got quite a few things last year, which was funny because my husband was like, we don't need any more decorations. There's no room, no storage space. I was like, I'm just gonna go look, see what they got. And yeah, I ended up with quite a few things, but it was okay until we like had to put all the Halloween decorations away, because then there just wasn't room. Let me put on my mascara and I will be right back. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just do like my eyeshadow. I'm gonna put on a YouTube video while I finish getting ready and just try and relax and gear up for my classes. And I'll probably see you guys tonight. I'm probably gonna do just like a relaxing, cozy, self-care, easy night because I need one of those. I know I've had people tell me that like my videos, it makes it look like I'm like just so, what's the word? Anxiety free, which if you know me, that is far from the case. I am anxiety ridden and I have depression that's really bad, but I'm on the Spravato and that is helping. I have felt kind of in a funk the past few days, so I'm like, I was talking to my doctor about it yesterday and I feel like it's just I'm burnt out from never having a day off. My days off are my Spravato days, and then otherwise I'm teaching and it's like non-stop energy, talking, and I am not a social person at all. So it just completely drains me. But yeah, I'm thinking that's it. It's just like burnt out. And I could use like a week or 2 off. So, but that's not gonna happen. So I'm just gonna make tonight very relaxing. We'll do probably a very easy dinner. And when I say easy dinner, I'm talking like either like a pizza Lunchable or a little Kraft macaroni and cheese with like a little Hawaiian roll. That sounds good. Honestly, I'll probably do that. Yeah, like I said, I don't finish teaching till 7. And I do have like breaks off and on. Probably make some peanut butter cookies. I feel like I'm making those all the time in this video. It's just because I cook like 1 or 2 at a time. Actually, I usually cook 2, but the other day I made 2 and I dropped one and it like was so fresh out of the oven that it was still pretty like doughy, I guess, and it just like exploded all over the floor. I was so sad because then I only had 1 cookie and didn't want to make another one. But yeah, I feel like today would be a good day just to curl up on the couch, read my book, and watch the Conjuring movies. There's something comforting about them, but also terrifying. They're really scary. I wasn't a huge fan of the 3rd Conjuring movie though. The actual true story was much more entertaining than what they did for the movie. So I was kind of like, eh. But, so that was disappointing. I'm hoping that the last one will be good, but we'll have to see. I know the case for that one, the Smurl Family Haunting, which is also another really good case, but like I said, they kind of killed the 3rd one, so hopefully, where's one? So hopefully they do the story justice. Yeah, so this was more of just a chatty get ready with me while I tell you random things and random thoughts. Not really a get to know me, so sorry. All right, so I got a little over an hour. I'm gonna go probably sit on the couch, do some reading. I need to get laundry going. I really need to clean. I think I'll do laundry. I need to wash my blankets because I mentioned Jasper threw up on them. So I want to be able to get all cozy in bed tonight with those blankets. So they need to be washed. So I'm gonna go do that and just relax till I teach, and then I will see you guys after I'm done teaching. All right, guys, it is 7:05. I just finished teaching and I am pooped. I'm also starving. So I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna heat up some macaroni and cheese, the little craft container, and I was gonna make biscuits, but to be honest, I don't feel like waiting like the 25 minutes for the biscuits to cook, so I'm just gonna grab a Hawaiian roll. Just a very easy dinner. Like I said, I want tonight to be just super relaxing. My stomach has been growling for like the past hour or two, so I'll take you guys out there when I fix my dinner, microwave my dinner, and then I'm gonna take a shower, and then I will see you guys after that. Okay guys, I am showered, obviously, my hair's all wet, and I know I said I was gonna relax this evening, but I had to like vacuum the bedroom because it was it really needed it. So yeah, and my bed is not made because, like I said, Jasper threw up on it, so it's in the dryer right now, so hopefully it'll be done shortly because I just want to get all cozy in bed. I'm in my comfy pajamas, and after 8, so it's been about an hour, and my nails just fell off, so I need to glue that back on. What I really want to do is light a candle and set the mood for reading or a spooky movie, but I don't. If you missed my vlog a couple vlogs ago, I'm not burning candles anymore because they're not healthy. I'm mainly concerned about my baby Jasper, but they're also not good for people, so. I'll also do some coloring. My problem is it's after 8 o'clock. I want to watch a spooky movie, but if I put it on now, it's not going to be over till like 10, and that's getting close to my bedtime. And I really want to read. I've decided what I'm going to do. I'm going to put on a scary movie. I don't care if it's going to end at 10. I'm off work tomorrow. Tomorrow's my Spravato day, so I can be up late and, you know, not have to worry about waking up early. I was gonna make some cookies, some of those peanut butter cookies, but honestly, I'm not hungry. I just had dinner. Well, you saw when I had dinner. It wasn't a lot, but for dinner, but how many times can I say dinner? So I don't think I'm gonna make cookies. I'm gonna make the bed and put on the movie. I think I'll probably put on Nelly Feeling Like the Conjuring. I'm gonna go with the first one, and I'll probably do some coloring, get cozy, and then when the movie goes off, I will do some spooky reading. Yeah, I'll talk to you about the book then. I don't want to give too much away. That's the thing. I want to talk about books, but I don't want to like spoil anything. So it's like, how much can I actually say without giving things away? That rhymed. The blanket is so warm and toasty. It smells so good. I want to cover up in it. So let's do this. You can still see a little bit of the stain from where he threw up. Oh well, it didn't matter about the stain. I don't want the stain to like set in anymore, if that's possible. So I'm gonna take the white blanket off, even though it looks pretty, and go have it soaking in some stain remover. I've got my Palo Santo here, and I'm gonna light it, put on the movie, get out, which I want to color, but my markers, so many of them are like running low on ink. They're expensive. Like it's like 40 bucks for a big pack of those markers, and I don't have that to spend right now. So I'm just gonna have to use colors that I don't use very often, which it kind of goes with the season. Like at Christmas, the red and greens get used quickly. At Halloween, the oranges and not really the blacks, but the oranges and the browns, those get used up pretty quick. But so now I'm left over with, after Halloween and Christmas, so I'm left over with like pinks and purples, and I use those at Easter. So what do I have left? I don't know, but I'm gonna try and color. Yeah, so let's put on the movie, get all snug and cozy. Decided on this coloring page here, and it's the scene with the dog on The Conjuring, so I can't pay attention to that because that will just make me cry. But yeah, I picked my page, so hopefully I have enough like colors left. I thought about using colored pencils, but I'm kind of like on a marker kick. I started using them back in like I guess August last year, like Halloween time, for my Halloween coloring books, and I'm obsessed with how like smooth they like just kind of like the lines blend together, and they don't do that with colored pencils, but colored pencils are much cheaper. So anyway, gonna keep watching the movie and start coloring. Alright guys, so I actually watched the whole Conjuring. I didn't think I was going to because I thought it was going to end too late, but it ended later than I thought because I went and hung out with my husband. He was on a work break, so it's now 11:17. So I have I Love Lucy on the television now. I'm still reading The Exorcist Files, but I need to get back into that. I haven't read it in a while, but I'm reading The X by Frida McFadden, and We Used to Live Here, and maybe I should mute this. I normally go to sleep about this time, if not a little earlier, so, but I'm determined that I'm gonna read a little bit. So I'm reading The X, and I'm like literally almost done. And I'm reading We Used to Live Here, which that is like really bright. My dark circles stand out a lot. I also lost another nail. Pretty far into this book too. I think I'm gonna read this one though. I mean, they're both good, but this is like got the spooky vibes. The other one's just a thriller. So yeah, hopefully I don't have any nightmares tonight from watching The Conjuring before bed. I'm gonna try and read quite a bit, but like I was saying earlier, I don't know what to say about the books without giving anything away. So like I said, I think, did I say it in this? No, I said it in another vlog, that it is about this couple. They flip houses, and they bought this house, and it really jumps into it too. Like it wastes no time because so they're like renovating the house, and then one day this man shows up with his family and says he used to live there, hence the name We Used to Live Here, and wants to know if he can come in and like show his family around the house. And weird things start happening, like the daughter goes missing. The guy just acts kind of creepy and strange. Like they're in the basement and he's like facing the other way, and the house owner, she's calling his name, and he is just standing there, like arms down, like his flashlight. They were in the basement. I think I said that. I'm tired. but it's just like facing the ground, and just she's calling his name and he's not answering, so that was really creepy. And then he kind of snapped out of it, and things just get weirder and weirder, and the family never seems to leave. And there's like one thing after another. Something comes up where they can't leave, they have to stay, and that's where I'm gonna stop because I can't give anything else away. But if you do read it, let me know, and let me know what you think about it, because I need someone to talk to about this book. Here's Jasper right here. Is he ready for bed? You ready for bed? So yeah, I'm, like I said, but yeah, so I'm gonna read a bit. Probably not much because it is almost 11:30. I still need to go like brush my teeth, and I also need to take my medicine, which I accidentally left one of the bottles in the living room. So now I've gotta go get it. I really I don't want to, but I need it, so I'm not gonna not take it. But yeah, so putting Lucy, I Love Lucy on in the background is just comforting. I've seen that show a billion times. I like to have it on. It's just cheerful and happy, which is funny because I'm like, I want something cheerful and happy on while I'm reading something creepy. Balance. But yeah, so let's read this a bit more. Alright guys, it is now 5 till midnight. I'm gonna go ahead and stop reading and get some sleep. And yeah, that's it for this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure and like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't know what I'm doing with my arm. I'm tired. But I'll see you next time.